Okay, so let's make this Sunday dinner with me for my son's birthday. So here I am peeling apart my oyster mushrooms. I wipe them down first and then peel them apart. You can do them as small or big as you want. You can do like a mock chicken breast, or you can do these smaller pieces. I prefer the smaller pieces myself. But so I peel them apart and then I turn them with the backside up so that the seasonings can get down in those little grooves or whatever they're called. And then I go through making sure all the pieces are turned the right way, which the seasoning will get all around it. But and then I'll go and start seasoning. I got garlic powder. Um, Usually do onion powder, but I didn't have any, so I'm gonna hit it with some turmeric all over. And then I'm gonna go in with some ginger seasoning, which I've been using this more and more. And you would think it would be overpowering, but it's not when it's in the powder form. So I'm just going through and just sprinkling a little bit of that, not too much of it, okay? But just enough to get all the pieces covered. I have a big batch here because I have a big family. So your batch might not look as big. Here's my vegetable seasoning that I get from the Asia market. Now my other seasonings don't have salt in it, but this one does. So I try not to use too much salt, but just enough to give the mushrooms flavor because it doesn't have any flavor. You have to give it the flavor. So I would not pour it from the bottle because too much might come out. So just put it in your hand, sprinkle it as needed. Now here is my favorite, the smoked paprika. I mean, this is my jam right here. Okay, so I go in generously with my smoked paprika, trying to hit all the parts of my mushrooms. Doesn't have any salt in it, so do as you please when it comes to that. Now, here I have, don't judge me, I have a little bit of leftover Cajun seasoning from when my daughter went to Five Guys and they give you a side of it. So we put that on there. Now I'm going to go with my avocado oil. Avocado oil has a high heat temperature. So if you're going to fry something, this is your best bet for oil to use. Check out the video I have on my YouTube on oils to use. So here I might get two separate Ziploc freezer bags. One will be for my cornstarch, or I like to use tapioca starch, and the other one is for my flour. I use rice flour. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit these both with the same seasonings that I put on my mushrooms. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's an overage amount of seasoning, but it's really not because the flour overpowers the seasoning. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's too much flour in here, but it is a lot of flour. So your food will turn out bland up against that flour if you don't season it well. So, and you'll see once I close this up and mix them all together, um, you will see that the seasonings are evenly mixed throughout, and it's not too much at all. You see, the flour still looks pretty much white. So, then I'm gonna go with my coconut milk. Coconut milk is my milk of choice. I hit it with some flaxseed meal, which is a binder. Okay. And so I'm going to take my mushrooms. I'm going to put it into the cornstarch, coat it all the way around, shake that up real good. And then I'm going to take them out and then I'm going to put them into my milk and flaxseed mixture. Just be careful with that. You don't want to leave it in there. You just want to dip it a little bit, take it out, drop it into your flour. This is going to give you the most perfect, crispy, crunchy mushrooms just ever. It's just how it goes. It's just how to do it. Okay, so mix that up. Um, do all your pieces. Do not put them all in at the same time because they will start to stick together. It'll just turn out to be like a mess. Okay, so just make sure you have enough space to keep those spaced out so everything gets evenly coated and shake them up. Once that's coated around with flour, we're going to go over to our hot oil that we should heat on like a medium high heat and then turn it down a little bit once you put your mushrooms in. Don't clump them. Don't clump too many in your oil. Give them room. I mean, you can put a nice amount in there, but give them a little bit of room to do what it is that they need to do. Also, instantly, if you see that your oil is too hot, remove it off of the eye, okay, and let it continue to cook like that. Um, don't just turn it down and leave it there, okay? So we're just gonna let these fry for a few minutes or until they come out looking like this, baby. Now, you talking about fried to perfection. This is what it is, okay? Absolutely amazing. So now let's move on to our next dish. So I'm gonna make some green beans. We are kind of split in the house on what our favorite side dish is. So my daughter loves green beans, so my 10-year-old daughter, snapped the ends of the green beans and put them in this pan for me. I chopped up some red onions and put it in there, and then so I'm just going through and I'm adding in the same seasonings that I use on my other food because I use a lot of non-salt items. It's okay. Now with this, I use my vegetable broth. Now my vegetable broth I made this from scratch. You can go watch the video on that too. And then I put this on the eye on medium high and let it do its thing. And they come out beautiful like this. And I'm going to cover them up till later. So now we peeled and sliced down some fresh sweet potatoes. I'm going to go in and hit it with some cinnamon, ground cinnamon, a little tidbit of nutmeg. I have some plant-based butter here. And I'm going to add a little bit to that. I don't really have the measurements. Just go in as you choose. Some coconut sugar. Okay, because I'm not using white sugar or brown sugar. I have a little almond extract because I didn't have any more vanilla extract, okay? And then some maple syrup, okay? Go ahead and hit it with however much you like of that, all right? I'm going to put a glove on and just get my hands in there and get dirty with it and mix it around. And you just want to make sure that you hit all the parts of it um, so that everything is evenly coated and touched. Now, I'm going to add a little bit, a bottle of water to it. Call me bougie. I don't care what you call it. But add a little water to it. My daughter's gonna put that in the oven on about 350 for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit more. Now I have these vegan marshmallows because y'all know what it is with the candy yams, okay? Put those on top and let it melt and get a little bit brown. I don't really know how long it takes, but just keep an eye on it because it will burn up on you. It will burn up, okay? So my other child, my son, he likes asparagus. So we cleaned the asparagus and we chopped off the ends and then chopped it up into pieces. We kind of like it better this way so you don't have to bite through it. So I'm gonna put them all in my glass pan. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna go through with the same seasonings that I used on my other stuff. It's the same story. Okay. Um, and it, you can use what seasonings you choose. This is what works for us. Okay. I put a little bit of avocado oil on there, and then I put a little bit of maple on there. Give it a little tidbit of sweetness. Not too much, just a tip tap. Put these in the oven at about 350 degrees for not too long. Don't overcook your asparagus, okay? Watch them. Here's the finished spread. We got the candy yams, the green beans, the big thing of fried mushrooms, the cornbread, the green beans, and the macaroni and cheese. And as you can see, these kids are very happy about it, enjoying it very much so. Y'all go ahead and continue with your meat. We doing all right over here. We eat pretty good being vegan, okay? If you haven't already, go ahead and follow and subscribe. All right, let's eat to live, y'all. Bye.